Hey, Programming 12, we are going to be making some new kinds of blocks today, taking more inspiration from Minecraft. I'll show you what we're going to be working on. We're doing some textures. We had some lovely textures here. We made a diamond block, but now we're going to be making a grass block. And the challenging thing about a grass block is that the textures aren't the same on all sides. The top is obviously different than the sides, and the bottom is also different. So we're going to figure out how to do that. It's not actually too complicated, and we're going to make it even easier by first taking the stuff that we did with the diamond block from the previous video and turning it into a function. I'll show you a bit about, here's sort of the final step of this. We're going to be making a textured cube function. Textured cube will have sort of two versions of it. There'll be one where we just send it coordinates and a texture and a size, and that's great. We can send it diamond, we can send it dirt. It'll just make a block with the texture on all 6 sides. But we'll also make a second version that'll take 3 different textures, 3 different images, and we'll apply them on the top and the sides and the bottom separately. So that's sort of our goal, and I'm going to switch over to where we left off. Which is right here. So the first step is to make that textured cube function. We have all this nice code here that makes a textured cube, but we can't easily reuse it, right? It's just sort of, if I'd have to cut and paste it, and that's really just unforgivable. You really shouldn't do that as a programmer, having so many blocks of code. We're going to put this into a function instead. Ultimately, I think a class would be a great place to put this, but we'll start off with making a function, and I think that'll be a good place to be. So I'll make this textured cube concept here. Its parameters are going to be the x coordinate, the y coordinate, and the z coordinate that it will appear at. It will have an image, so a texture of some kind, and that's going to be applied to all 6 sides, and then there'll be a size as well. I'm making them floats. I don't know if that's necessarily the best idea. It's not a bad idea, though. And honestly, I just need to take all this stuff that's from push matrix to pop matrix and just copy and paste it into textured cube. So it's kind of, because there's so much code here, it is hard to show you the beginning and the end, but this is the end of the textured cube function, and this is the beginning up here. Now I just have to put these things in place. All these parameters have to go in place of my hard-coded positions. So I'll put this as x, y, and z. I won't necessarily use diamond. I'll use whatever file I send it. And that's great. All those coordinates can stay the same, and I think that's fine all the way through. Oh yeah, scale. I need to change scale. It's not 200 anymore. It's size. So now, whenever I want to make a textured cube, I say textured cube, and I give it, whatever coordinates I want. I'll basically give it the same information. Diamond, 200. Great. So that works out nicely. I can now call that textured cube function and get my textured cube just as I had before. But now I can reuse it, right? I can make that 100. I could do another one. I can send it a dirt texture. I got a few other textures here. I can move it over a bit. So I can make this, 100. Oh, I guess I can't. What did I do wrong? Oh, dirt is not a variable. Oh yeah, I guess I have to import it. I do have a dirt.png here, so I'll add in a dirt texture. We'll load the dirt. I said that with too much emphasis. Dirt.png. Now I have a dirt, and if I run that, now I can apply that to my dirt block too. And isn't that nice? Like, I got a dirt block. I didn't have to recode like a whole new block. I could go make a whole bunch of, whatever textures I have, I can go grab those and load them. So that's great. So this is me making a textured cube function, and the next step is going to be expanding it so that the textured cube can accept sort of different textures for the side and the top and the bottom. So I'm going to make a second textured cube function. I'm going to copy and paste the original and expand it. This is called overloading a function. We did it before with asteroids. We overloaded the constructor for the asteroids and possibly other things as well. It's basically, yeah, same name for a function, but different parameters. And so when you call the function, it'll understand which one to call based on the parameters you send it. So I'm going to send it a top, or I'm going to make it accept a top, a side texture, and a, what's the other one? Bottom, I guess. Bottom. Oh, I got the comma in the wrong place, sorry. So I've just added in 3 images where there was 1, 3p images. So in order to get the texture to apply to different places, you have to break up your begin shape. So begin shape, quads, is still going to be at the top, but I want the top to have a specific texture. I want it to have the top texture. And then I need to end the shape. I actually just have to say end shape. And then I have to begin a new shape to continue on with the bottom and apply a different texture. Once you begin a shape, there's only one texture that can be applied. So this is actually going to be now a conglomerate of several different, several different shapes. So bottom will get its own begin and end shape. And then we'll have a final begin shape for the sides. And that one I can do all 4 of them within the one shape because they have the same texture. Texture, side. So that one I think will be fine just the way it is. So now I just have to load sort of those appropriate images. So I'll just go all the way to the top. And I'll add in the grass top and grass side images. I'll load those. Grass top equals load image, and I'm pretty sure I have these. These will be available for you in Teams, by the way. Grass top.png, grass side.png, great. Grass top.png. Oops, I need my quotations. And grass side. So now, if I want to make blocks that have different textures on the top and bottom from the sides, I can now call texture cube. It's technically calling the second one, but it feels like I'm just calling, the same function, but just giving it new options. Let's put that one at width divided by 2 and maybe height 100, and then I'll send it. What's the order again? The order was top, side, bottom. Okay, that's what I thought. So top is grass top, side is grass side, and bottom is dirt, I believe, and then we'll make it 100. So now I can, I made a mistake. I missed a coordinate. I missed the Z coordinate. So we'll put the Z coordinate at 0. Okay, so let's try again. And look at this. Now I have a cube with different textures on the sides. So we've made a pretty nice function that will allow us to draw these things and kind of change it up. It would be nice to turn this into a class at some point. I think that would be fantastic. That's how Minecraft does it. They have a whole hierarchy. There's like a super block, and then from there, like there's other kinds of blocks. There's probably an animated block. That would be a really fun one to do, actually. Doing something like, lava block or something that's animated. We can go through a whole bunch of blocks, but there's only so much time in the course, so I'll leave that up to you as something interesting to try for now. We may come back to it. I'm certain we will, but I'd like to, while we have in-person time where you can ask questions, I definitely want to get to the camera aspect of 3D programming. It's probably the trickiest part, and also laying out these cubes in some kind of like map space and doing some kind of collision detection with it, so we can have like a maze of dirt blocks or grass blocks, whatever. So I think that would be really interesting to do. So I'm going to stop the video there, and I would ask you to create yourself a little diorama like I've done of different kinds of blocks, do a little showcase of different kinds of blocks, textured blocks in particular, and definitely have one that differs in terms of top, bottom, sides, as well as some that are just plain old one texture across the whole cube. And you can hand that into the assignment for teams. It's just a completion mark, but it just shows that you're keeping up with the class, and I know where people are at if you've handed it in. Okay, I hope you're having fun. It is kind of enjoyable. At least I'm enjoying it. Occasionally it gets frustrating if your coordinates are off, but I think it's pretty good. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.